Yo, what is up, family? Billy back with another Chicago Sports Paradise video. This particular video is going to be about the Chicago Bulls. Excuse me. So I haven't posted a video since the draft. I posted a video after the first round, after we chose Patrick Williams, but I didn't um I didn't post afterwards. We picked up a couple guys after the draft. We picked up, I believe it's pronounced Sminovich in the second round. 6'11", power forward, center, stretch 4-5 type. Um, a shorter Larry Markkinen seems like, which is okay with me. It might take a little bit for him to develop, but who I'm really excited about is who we picked up undrafted after the draft, which would be considered a free agent. We picked him up in free agent. His name is Devin Dotson out of the University of Kansas, Rockhawk Jayhawk. And he's from Chicago. I've seen comparisons to DJ Augustine, which, I mean, let's be real. DJ Augustine, he's not a perennial all-star, but he's a decent backup, In my eyes, I see him as a serviceable reserve point guard, to run behind Kobe White. There's been rumors that we might trade for Russell Westbrook. I don't know about all that. I think he's 34 years old. His game is predicated on athleticism, and while he's very athletic still, and can definitely serve his purpose. He's a triple-double machine. We all know that. I just don't think he's gonna be worth it. Like we're gonna have to give up at least one draft pick for him, and it's probably gonna be first round, if not 2 first rounders, not 3 second rounders. So I don't like that idea at all. I think Devin Dotson will serve his purpose with us. If he comes up to the standard of DJ Augustine, like doesn't turn the ball over, a very serviceable defender. He's a perennial point guard. He plays the point guard position well, you know, doesn't turn the ball over, distributes the ball, shoots a three when he's open, a decent mid-range shooter. He'll get to the bucket. He won't get to the bucket like Russell Westbrook will get to the bucket, but, he'll get to the basket if that's what you need him to do. So I think if Devin Dotson can do that, if he can be DJ Augustine, I think we've done our job as far as getting a backup to Kobe White. And we got him undrafted. Didn't even have to use a draft pick on the kid. And I've seen projections on him that he was going to be late first round, early second round. So we may have got him as a steal, guys, which is awesome for me. All right, now let's go back to first round draft pick Patrick Williams. Now this guy, I've heard projections that, when we were like paying attention to the draft, closer to the draft, his name started picking up steam, but as a top 4 pick, I don't know. I heard of him like the day before the draft. So when I heard that we chose him, I wasn't too surprised. But then again, he wasn't a big name like Edwards or Wiseman or Avija or who else? Or LaMelo Ball. He wasn't one of those big names. But I've heard from sources or a source, that he's more athletic than Anthony Edwards, which was the number 1 draft pick this year. And his love for the game is evident. It's obvious. Excuse me. There was an interview with Anthony Edwards when he was questioned about his love for the game. And his response was, I'm not really into basketball. Football is his sport. And he was still drafted number 1, guys and girls. He was still drafted number 1. So we have a draft pick that's projected to be more athletic than the number 1 draft pick and more dedicated to the game of basketball than the number 1 draft pick. So, I mean, it's hard to say with the number 4 pick that you got to steal in the draft, but I really, really, really like this draft pick, guys. And as far as Simonovic goes, our 2nd round draft pick, you know, I trust our new front office, you know. I trust AK and Eversley. I trust those guys. So who knows, you know? But I think if Patrick Williams comes out to at least meet the standards of what he said to be, you know, number 4 draft pick, he should be a starter. And that's not me just saying stuff, you know, that's not me just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. At number 4, I believe you should be a starter. So we got Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, Lauri Markkanen, and Wendell Carter Jr. So we should have our starting 5 set if Patrick Williams comes out in training camp or in the preseason or wherever and dominates. He's already, I've watched video of him 5-on-5 games, scrimmages with other NBA athletes, and he's dominated. He's dominated. I've heard word that we're shooting for Spencer Dinwiddie, which would be awesome. When we had Dinwiddie, I wasn't really sure what we had. He's a taller point guard. I'm a big fan of taller guards. So getting him would be nice. In the 5-on-5 scrimmage that I alluded to earlier, Spencer Dinwiddie was the point guard feeding Patrick Williams the basketball. So, I mean, they have somewhat of a connection, you know? At least they've played some ball together. So, all right, that's the draft, free agency. We picked up a couple other. We just picked up, I think it was yesterday or early today, or whatever. Noah Vanley. He was a member of this team 3 years ago, and he was serviceable. You know, he's not a star, but he's a nice little body, nice, pick up some boards, maybe score a few points. But as I heard this morning, we have 15 bodies on this squad. It's a little too many, y'all, but hopefully that'll breed competition, and hopefully that'll bring out the best in everybody, you know, and then we can kind of go from there, you know, pick and choose. We don't have to say, okay, we have 12, 13 guys here. These are our guys no matter what. You know, we've got a couple guys that'll push them. So I'm pretty stoked about the upcoming season for the Bulls. You know, it's been kind of, since we weren't in the bubble, our off season really wasn't shortened at all. So us not even being in the playoff picture was actually a blessing in disguise. was a good thing, you know. So we had more time to develop. You know, hopefully our guys have been playing, have been shooting, have been passing, have been, you know, just sharpening their tools, right? Because that's what you want to do as a professional athlete, or I would think. I don't know. But yeah, you guys comment if you have anything to say about the video. You guys have any news that you want to tell me. You have any discrepancies in anything I said, any disagreements, any agreements, you know, you want to talk, you want to go back and forth, definitely do that. You guys comment, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, share them with all your friends, and happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I hope you have a good day. Love you guys. Thank you. Go Bulls.